So it's either Yormund or Carmilla. So Yormund.
Nice.
Who've I got? I've got Carmilla and the DM. Definitely Carmilla.
A wise choice.
Let's see. I have Alex and I have Svenja. I would have to pick Svenja since I see many mention goblins.
Okay, no, my Chrome browser also does not want to do Foundry. Let's just give it some time.
And other question is, what would your character say the best traits would be?
Yeah, that's a good one for the new guy.
It's difficult to choose, but I would say maybe for Atrax, probably his sense of truthfulness and maybe even honor to some degree. Not wanting to behave in a more dishonorable or even evil way, and looking always to prove himself that he can be a better person.
Yormund would say he kills people very well. He likes animals. He can't decide which one is the better quality. Leave it at that.
I'm torn between Svenja's curiosity or her ability to, or her desire to get everybody to get along or die. So you can go my way or Yormund's way.
The fighter and the bard. Actually, you ought to be a cleric, I think.
Yeah, I had considered it, but
I feel like that's a very good, it's a good Viking approach. That
yeah.
Diplomacy or death.
Yeah, peace through superior firepower. Although personally, I'm not so sure I agree with that, but that's certainly his Svenja's approaches.
$500 billion military budget.
Okay.
Okay, is it my turn now?
Yep.
Okay. For my character, he would say that the best trait about himself would be that he always asks himself a question to ask: is he content with where he is now, with himself, the choices he made, and the experiences he has? It is often yes, it is often no, but in the end, he always makes what's the best of what he has.
Nice.
I'm sure everyone's going to be excited to meet this guy. But I think that is everyone. Have we heard from everyone?
Is Camilla?
Camilla said she would choose Svenja over Artax, to believe.
Oh, that's right. What was Camilla's best trait? Sorry, I am distracted trying to get Foundry to do.
I don't think.
Yeah, she didn't answer that one. Camilla, do you want to answer that one?
Fuck.
It's an old trait.
Sorry, I dropped
Immortality.
What vitality?
Well, best trait is she's quick. She gets the job done, and that's it. I don't know what you call that. Efficient.
Yeah, speed and efficiency. Like, so then, has anyone got a recap for us tonight, or shall I take this one?
I wasn't here.
I don't think I was either.
It's a
Okay.
big space.
I can do
to be
it if
fair, last
you
week was
if you guys want.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So basically, last session we've kind of dealt with more administrative things, like we've established how to kind of run the not the establishment but the settlement of Braudavik. We've invested some points in various traits for Braudavik's quote-unquote characters sheet. I don't know how to call it otherwise. Other than that, we've decided to set sail, and the big decision was that we will we send somebody with the dead bodies of the fallen invaders back to Flaustavik as a sign of don't mess with us, but also to ask the new ruler of I think Flaustavik to bend the knee and show respect and ally himself with us. We haven't gotten a response yet, if I remember correctly, Dev.
Yeah, you sent an emissary, but it'll take a while for them to make the trip.
Right. And then we've decided to do some other missions as well. We decided to help Triant. I think he's a Triant. I'm not sure, but maybe I don't know what race he is. Named Torg.
Let's go.
Yes. To do something in the reclamation marsh to repopulate it or something. I don't exactly know. Other than that, we've also kind of decided to help with the hag problem if we go to the reclamation marsh. And then there's also the quest of the giant, which I forgot his name, whose name I forgot, but yeah. Sorry, I kind of didn't make the best explanation, but yeah, that's kind of what I remember.
Yeah, I think that last week wasn't a very roleplay heavy session, so
Yeah.
it, it does make sense. We will get you caught up, Onyx, on the latest and all of these rules and things as we go along. But for now, you don't have to worry about it too much, as we can kind of learn as we go, as you guys are preparing to begin an expedition.
Yes.
And we are going to jump into it. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to find my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you that weren't here for those quests, you can see them in the quest log, which if you go to journal, there's a button down at the bottom. You should see them there in available quests. But now, as we join you, it will be the sort of mornings after you guys have maybe spent a few days, but it is the morning after the big feast, as the bustling harbour of Braudavik is alive with activity, and you guys are gathering around your newly constructed longship as Gorm oversees the final preparations, and some of the crew here are awaiting command. Although I'm not sure you actually do have crew, because bringing the giant with you might take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
But currently, the town is alive as the wind carries the scent of salt water, and the ship is creaking with anticipation. There is a couple of things you can do to prepare for the morning, but what would you guys be doing as you all gather around the longship?
Just to clarify, we were planning on heading east to help Jormund, the giant. That's why he's
West.
joining west.
West.
I'll take
Sail
to the
e-
big map.
You were helping the frost giant, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
that was included in the kind of
Oh,
the
the
bundle of
quest.
quests.
Yeah, the quest is eastward. That's where I was.
My bad.
No, fine. West. So that's why I was confused. That's why I asked.
But yeah, where does it say that? I'll change it.
The first the first task to complete. It says eastward.
Oh yeah, my bad. But yeah, if you look on the map, it is towards Browder on the other side. of the
Browder
road.
is westward, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So as to what we would be doing, I think we would just oversee. I mean, in my opinion, Atrax would oversee the preparations for the longboat, for the longship. Sorry, and yeah, making sure we have enough food to last us with the giant and all of that.
Okay, so if you can give me a survival check to gather provisions and supplies and things.
I'll
Certainly.
attempt to take care of the navigation. Plot the course to get there. Wait, is it plot the course or is it sail? Yeah, I'm just looking
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean these are
preparation. Yeah.
yeah, the sailing would be like doing the rigging and things like that. Also, these are suggestions. You can,
Yeah.
if you're doing something specific, you can use more than those ideas there. But speaking of plotting the course, that is something that we will do. You will actually need to do just now, but we'll get to that when you actually leave. But as everyone is kind of gathering around the ship, Onyx, you'll probably arrive there as well at some point from within the town, but it is it's up to you when you want to join in. But right now, is Gorm? So Gorm is busy being at the ship, plotting the course.
Yeah, I'm at the ship. I'll be like making sure the sails are properly attached and everything regarding the sails. Like sail,
Okay.
yeah, everything. It will help us move, essentially.
Yeah, you can make an athletics or a sleight of hand check to see how well that's going. But Artrax, it seems like you've gotten a fairly decent amount of supplies as you're arriving at the ship. And
Oh, crap.
So if it was loud,
Gorm is,
Yeah.
is like almost showing off with how well he's setting up the ship here as you arrive. All your supplies, you've got enough food, water, and all the resources that you'll need just for the basic journey.
Wonderful.
And he'll put you in Brodovik so you can actually see where you guys are. Ooh. Are you guys being brought onto the town map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I may have some people might be missing because I haven't changed everything on here, but this will give you a good idea of Radovich. So.
Mm.
All right. Um, okay.
Oh wait, not that one. That's the dragon.
No, it's
I think that's yours.
there aren't any names, so I don't know.
Yeah, the big one, the one with the dragon on it is the Jarl's dragon ship. That's like a more upgraded one, but Gorm's is the slightly the newer one. Up by the time. So yeah, you guys will see the docks there where Gorm's token is, and you
Mhm.
can move your characters in there as you arrive. It's paused.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I would be loading the food onto the helping load the food onto the longship. The last bits. At least. Ah.
Gorm, with that nat 20, you have at this point plotted out. You've been waiting for this a long time. You've definitely knowing that you're sailing into Serpent Bay, which is like right close to where you are. You know these waters, and you've been preparing for this a long time. You easily chart a course. And, yeah, eager to go, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing is they will see Gorm on deck and Atrax moving cargo onto the ship.
Yorman will trying to make himself useful and pull and carry things that look like they should be pulled and carried. I
You can
might
make
fuck
an
something up.
Let's make an athletics check and find out.
Really need a proficiency in this.
Need an advantage as well.
Yeah. At least it wasn't a nat one.
So, Atrax and Gorm, you'll notice Yormund boarding and putting a box in the wrong place, and also undoing some of the Gorm's good work with the way he'd set up some of the nets and things along the side.
Oh,
Clearly, he
no.
didn't get the memo as he arrives here.
Hey, don't put it there. Just make sure Shepard doesn't do any damage while we're on board. I don't think he's used to sailing.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of what's messing things up. He's pulling at a rope on the rigging, about to like unfurl the sail.
Yeah.
Alright, well, do one tell me where this should go, and he just kicks the box.
Oh,
Not like heavily, just like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, somewhere in the, I don't know what's it called in English, but like below deck in the cargo area. I don't know.
I don't know if there is a below deck on a longship, actually. I think
Ah,
there's
okay,
definitely
okay.
a hold. You could store things underneath, but it's not like, I don't think you can really. It's not like on a pirate ship where you'd have
Yeah,
a
my
full
bad. Sorry.
cargo level. But yeah, you're easily able to. You've got all your supplies nicely stored in here, and it looks pretty ready to sail.
All right. So I look at the others. Who are still we waiting for? I see.
The others to say what they're doing.
Getting German some floaties.
I mean, all intents and purposes, I'm on the ship already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so-
still waiting for Svenja, it seems like, but Carmilla has just arrived, and we'll say Mikkel is there making some, or he's probably brought some things from the forge and is making some last minute like repairs and reinforcements if anything needs to be done.
So, I think Svenja got sidetracked and she's chatting to everybody on the in the harbor that's coming to send off the heroes and whatever. Yes. So I am. Is my phone actually doing this thing?
What thing?
Oh,
That
Mm.
thing.
Did we lose? Was that Svenja that dropped?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will. Yeah, Svenja's distracted in the market, but Onyx, you will be
Oh.
as Ingrid would probably be with you, but you can make your
oh yeah.
entrance. if
Hold
you
on.
want.
Wait, hold on. Did I have a control over my token? Like right now, I'm trying to click. It's not.
Of course, my bad. It's because I made the token before you'd made a profile. What's your username? Oh, there.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Larson as my Discord.
Cool.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so I am still struggling to get into Forge. But let's say Svenja's talking to all and sundry.
Okay, so Onyx, do you have an introduction that you want to make here, or will Svenja maybe be getting introduced to you by Ingrid?
I don't mind the introduction. Basically, basically introducing myself to Gorm, essentially.
Yeah, well, to all of us, I guess we're all around there somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of gathered around the ship. So, Gorm, you would see your mother approaching with someone who I'll let the player describe, but
Oh yeah.
you would have you would see that she is kind of waving at you as she approaches, and your father says, Hammond, who is also there on the dock, will say, "Oh, I think that must be the new one your mother was talking about. I think she wants you to bring them with you if you're still looking for crew."
If there is still room on the ship, I don't see why not.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'll go make sure that that giant isn't going to sink you. Why don't you go and introduce yourself?
Sounds good. Hop on the bay and walk towards its mother.
Yeah, who do they see approaching them?
Oh yeah. So who you see is a male tiefling with dark purple skin and like orange eyes, and he is around 5'11". Like, do you guys understand how tall that is? 5'11".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's around that height, and you see he's not wearing a shirt, but he is wearing like some kind of hooded cloak, and his hands are like bandaged around, and you would see that there are some tattoos going across his forearm beneath the bandages, like a bit of tattoo you see, like tribal looking tattoos.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ingrid will sort of place a hand on his back and just say to you all as they arrive, she'll say, "Everyone, I would like to introduce you to Mr. Onyx. He's a talented young doctor that helped us a lot in the raids. I thought perhaps he could help you as well, keep you all fit and healthy without me to return to every few days, you know."
A doctor.
Indeed, I am. I'm skilled in medicine as much as I am skilled in combat, so I can take care of myself on the field, and as well in all of you, all of your injuries during and out of battle.
Are tieflings a thing here?
Ursula was a tiefling.
Ursula was a tiefling.
Yeah, so you would know that there's often most tieflings, there's like a story behind why they're a tiefling. Like there'll probably be some rumors in the village, but they are fairly common in Mordia. This would be, yeah, other than Ursula, one of the only other tieflings that you've seen, other than maybe some travelers in the market and stuff.
Where do you hail from, Onyx?
Out of character, I haven't come up with the backstory yet. Yeah, so
Nice to meet you, Onyx from insert this space later.
From the land down under.
Yeah, definitely in Mordia though. It's definitely in Mordia.
Alright. Always happy to meet someone from your side of the country.
Yeah, you guys are in the most southern part of Mordia, so up north is
Shit's wild. up
probably
north.
appropriate.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you. What was your name? Onyx?
Yes, that is correct. It is Onyx.
Eight
Yep.
tracks would approach a bit. Not in the fire though. Maybe in the fire. And would try to shake your hand. It's good to have a medical professional with us. I'm sure that we will use your skills fully in the days to come.
Yeah. Onyx will do the same and say, "I have no doubt. After all, it is standard in traveling. There's always dangers to come when it comes to traveling, especially by sea.
Definitely. I made tracks, by the way. And he shakes your hand vigorously.
Yes, Onyx.
A pleasure. He takes a few steps back then.
Well, can't exactly say that I don't believe my mother. And since I believe we do have some room, welcome aboard.
A pleasure. Yep, and I guess they'll like slowly walk towards the ship, I assume.
As everyone's introducing themselves to you, a little treant will walk past you and wave to say, "I am Turg."
Don't worry, I'll return for you.
Oh no, he's getting onto the ship.
Oh, let's.
Speaking of which, do you want to control Turg like a companion for now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the only correct response that Svenja would give to that I am Turg is I am Turg.
We're going to forge you a new body. Don't worry about it. A bigger one.
I am Turg.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh my gosh, this is Turg. Oh wow! I just noticed. I hover over Turg. So is this little treant, Turg?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Another similarity in my Saturday D&D campaign. We also have a bush. It's not a tree, but it's actually a bush.
Yeah, but
A
read
baby
it,
bush.
read his name
Unless you-
backwards.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
see this one. It does look quite tree-like as it is quite small and young at this point, but you will see that it has got vines sort of growing through it. It looks like a swamp tree rather than like a pine tree or something that you might find in Mordia.
Okay.
He's in his
But that is
teenage
why-
years, doesn't pass.
But that's why it wants to go back to the Reclamation Marsh so that it may be able to heal, or at least that is what Ingrid has guessed from interacting with this creature. She's not entirely sure what it's saying either.
Okay.
Out of character, did we take everything like they had on the ships or stuff like that? Like was loot, or just like their fighting equipment normally, and that's it.
Yeah, there would have been. Radovic would have taken most of the weapons and equipment that they had, and
Yep.
that would have sort of been. They're still probably going through that. Some of those supplies may be things that Artrex was able to get. Yeah, there was nothing specific in terms of items yet. You may be able to find something once they've gone through it. But
That's for another time.
they did use one of the ships for some of the bodies. They
Yeah,
weren't.
like in the
We didn't
recap.
know any of them well enough for us to actually play through the full funeral because I want to get into the thing. But that would probably be happening either after you guys leave or sort of at some point during the day if you do want to go. But yeah, at this point, there is potentially stuff that you could use to upgrade your ship when you come back from the ships that were not completely destroyed.
Yep. Well, so unless anyone else has any business here, I would rather set sail sooner than later.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yorman doesn't have anything specific to pipe up with, but just sort of says out loud in Giant, I'm not. Are we really sure about these guys?
Let
Just
us
for
speak Giant.
whoever's in earshot and whoever speaks Giant, which I'm actually now hoping is at least someone.
Pretty sure it's. I think the only ones that don't speak Giant are me and Mikil, at least from the original party. Not sure about
Ah.
the new guys.
I don't speak Giant. No.
Okay. Well, yeah, Jormund will sort of find Carmilla and Svenja, and just in Giant. Are we really sure about these guys?
Well, if they turn out a problem, you can always use them as fist bait.
I mean, Elias, not Elias, Jormund turns around and looks at them. Yeah, I think that'll be a bit difficult.
They're like 8 foot tall Leon.
Yep.
So, what's in your mind, Jorman? Why are you worried?
Well, well, it's just that I wasn't worried about them when they were fighting for us here, because home turf. But when we go, well, fuck knows, we're not at home anymore. We don't know who's on our side, who isn't. How can we trust these guys? And just sort of like in between all this, Alex and Onyx, you two would be kind of vaguely pestered by a very large wolf just trying to sniff you in.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Wolf about the size of a horse, mind.
Yeah, that you can ride into
Yes. Actually, well, not me, but I have an actual horse.
battle. Okay.
Speaking of which, you can give me an animal handling check if anyone wants to try and stop Shepard from chewing on the ropes and undoing the rigging.
Did someone say animal handling?
I have a +5. Does anyone else has a better roll? Oh, never mind.
I don't think you have a better than this. That's a
Oh,
plus
You can
one.
help her to give her advantage, and
I think it'd be actually better if everyone just who wants to interact rolls on their own and just see how Shepard gets on with each of them.
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually maybe you can do one just to introduce yourself to the
Oh, yeah.
giant wolf.
And this was how
okay.
he lost his right hand.
Oh gosh. Okay, so animal
See
handling.
if your
okay,
character
yeah,
makes it past your first roll.
yeah. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh, did it? Oh, did it show? Oh, there it is. There we go. 17.
Okay, Carmilla, what are you doing? You see Shepard sort of gnawing at like one of the loose ropes by the rigging.
What I do is I find a piece of meat and gives it to him and says, "This is much better." Knowing that. Or no, not a piece of meat. What's called like a bone. A bone. Yeah. Where it's from? Well, best not know.
Shepard is not concerned at all where it is from, happily takes it and hides it in a corner where you can't see and stops chewing on the rope. He accepts this trade. Onyx? You
Yes.
wanted to introduce yourself to the wolf? What was that?
Yes. Yes, I rolled a 17.
All right. Well, Shepard
Yeah.
just sort of sniffing you up and down. You don't get much of an air of aggression from him. He's just mostly curious about you.
Do I get some pets in? Can I pet?
Shepard will accept, and he will lick you on the face.
Yeah. Like is out of character, is Shepard a boy or girl?
Boy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Alex is really softened by this. Like, oh, good boy.
And sometime later, Alex.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, that's Gorm. Sorry, I thought you rolled, not Gorm.
No.
Yes,
I
Gorm.
rolled.
You see Shepard being a complete fucking nuisance to some of your crew.
Yeah, I'll just yell at him and say, Shepard, you touch anything you're not supposed to, I personally tying one of the ropes to your tail and tossing you in the water. Hopefully you swim fast enough.
We're going fishing for Kraken then, are we? Kraken?
Let's
Oh,
hang
man.
on. I'm just trying to think what role would be appropriate. I suppose.
Hey, he got an 18. That was his roll.
Oh, but just to see how Shepard reacts. Some kind of metric, whether he sulks his head or gives him a bit of a growl.
Making it intimidation versus the 18. See if he can out intimidate the captain.
Alright, this Shepard growls for maybe 2 seconds, bares his teeth, but then realizes he is not dominating in this scenario. He hangs his head, whimpers, and goes and lies down and has a nap.
Back to his boat.
My house.
Yeah, at this point, as everyone is getting ready, you will see a lumbering figure come moving in from the shipyard. As it seems that's where he spent the night, and you see this frost giant just moving towards the ship, and he is holding his head as you just hear him saying, "Oh, you small folk really know how to drink. Are we ready to go?"
Certainly.
Wait, so how tall is this frost giant again?
It's about
Is he
20
like-
feet tall.
Oh, okay. How's that? 15. Yeah, 20 feet more accurate.
Huh. How easy
Yeah,
for
maybe a bit more, but he's taller than he is wide. I mean, he's got the humanoid proportions, so he will go and he just sort of fits on the boat, but he's gonna have to like sit down and kind of
Yeah.
lift his knees as you'll see him now quite precariously about to try and board the ship. But you guys might need to help him as some stuff is gonna have to get moved. What are you guys gonna do to try and help him get on?
kind of wishing we
Yeah.
had an enlarge reduce spell. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Walk
I
to the
imagine.
opposite.
I imagine like he's like someone in the middle, like kind of like balancing Shepard and the giant. Oh,
Well,
crap.
Okay, no, that's this might be a little bit overkill.
Yeah, I think that's
This map is
gargantuan.
not to scale. You guys are also huge by comparison.
Smallest ship in comparison.
Yeah, it's the little toy ship based on the size of your token.
DM. I don't think I'm on the map.
You are?
I'm on the browser. I'm looking at the whole area map.
Well, how did you get stuck there?
I have to assume while you were changing, I reloaded my browser.
Sounds about
Go to
right.
the- go to the toggle navigation on the arrow, and then you can click on.
Yeah, but it only
partner.
shows me the area map and military management. No
Ah,
cargo.
okay.
Yeah.
Onyx.
Um,
Out of character, how much is 1 mile in feet?
5 tomatoes, 5280, 5,280 feet.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know how to. I'm gonna have to move everyone. But actually, this may be a good point to look at the area map, as you guys are gonna need to plot your course. But first, how are you getting this giant on board?
Probably walking. Everyone walks to the opposite direction of the giant to try and balance him out until he
Or-
sits like in the middle.
Yeah, I suggest maybe in the middle.
Yeah, he'll say, "Well, I might be able to maneuver myself around, but if I could lean up against the mast, that would be perfect." And he will try to sort of position himself at the on the back half of the ship. But if you are breaking in through the surf, he can move forward to adjust the weight. But you'll see there's definitely enough space for him. But Gorm, something that I don't think you were here when we discussed, is that your longship acts as a stronghold, and you can carry as many units as levels that you have on the ship. So there's 5 levels. So currently it's level 1, which means you can take 1 unit, and the giant counts as a unit unto itself. So he's taking up the space on the ship that you could usually bring like your whole a whole one of your units on.
I remember seeing it somewhere in the journal. I think was it the journal or maybe actors? And then before the session began, I looked around, but I cannot find it anymore. I'll just look.
Yeah,
around.
if you look in on the actual domain, if you open the actors tab, you go to domains and you open
Yeah, it
Broderick.
says Brodovik. Yeah.
If you go into the downtime there, you'll see all your keeps and strongholds.
Oh,
The ship
okay.
is
Yeah,
on there.
yeah. What's progress like? Upgrading it or?
That's the level. It's not.
Oh, okay.
That's just the only way I can display it. But that'll be
Like
the
5 is the
level.
highest level for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you would a level 5 longship would be big enough to carry 5 units.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, you guys can you can give me probably strength or athletics checks to see how well you are able to. I mean, strength or dexterity checks to see
Okay.
how well you are able to help this giant onto the ship.
All of us.
Yeah, anyone who wants to help you can make a roll.
Okay.
I would like the ship to not sink, so I will help.
Okay. Athletics.
And now watch the amazing rule.
That's pretty good.
Oh wow, Carmilla got nat 20.
Okay, yeah,
Damn.
pretty good rolls there. As you guys managed to get the giant situated on this ship quite comfortably. In fact, there's even room for the rest of you to move around. He actually, you see him kind of nodding as he looks about the situation that he's got, and he says, "Quite well done, I'm surprised you managed to accommodate me so well. It is much appreciated. I will be sure to return the favor when the time comes." Ah, so when are we setting sail?
Now? And I look at the rest.
Atrax would nod. Yeah.
What is our destination, sir?
That is a good question, and now is actually when we can determine that, as you should be looking at the area map, and we can look at the bigger map if you want to make it a longer expedition. But right now, you had said that your first destination was Reclamation Marsh, which is up on the left-hand side of the map.
Yeah.
And the way that we do expeditions is that we will put down waypoints, and those are generally places that you're trying to go to where you will have a rest. And in between the waypoints are stretches. So that's how we divide up the journey, and then you plan it out in that way. I also know what to prepare, as I know which way you're headed. But for now, we're going to, as Gorm was charting the course, you guys are going to get a damn accurate part of this area. You will know your way around here quite well. So you guys can tell me where you want to put those waypoints and where the stretches will be in between.
I don't think the marsh is a good place for a ship.
You would be able to sail through it with
Okay.
the ship. That's kind of one of the benefits of having a long ship, is that you can travel up rivers, and
Okay.
yeah, it might be dangerous in the marsh. It won't be an easy place to sail through, but there are rivers that sort of snake through it.
I wonder, where are we? Where are we right now?
Rodavik.
You're-
Oh, okay, I see it.
I also would like any way of knowing how much, like, in a day the ship can sail, like how far we can reach, or will it depend on the rolls we're making on the like, not speed. Yeah. What's it called?
Yeah, there's kind of different ways to determine the speed based on the sort of scale that we're working with in the moment. But on the big map, it's usually 5 hexes a day, which is about 20 miles. Now, that can be faster if you're, it's basically like your travel pace. So the way we're going to do it is, if that sounds logical, 20 miles in a day, but then if you use a fast march, it can be, like, if you've got good weather, you've got the winds are on your side, that could potentially be twice as fast.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're losing that. You get a -5 to your passive perception, so there's good chance you could like run into something if you're trying to go full sail, but generally 20 to 40 miles. And the swamp will probably be like difficult terrain, which will cut that in half.
So we can try to go, like, keep following not too far from the coast,
Mm-hmm.
and at the giant stone arc we can see if it's, I don't know if I was never there, so if it like got destroyed and it fell into the river blocking the way, we can either use one of the smaller rivers or just go on foot, and if not, we can take the river next to the arc and just pass the stone bridge, like dock the ship and then walk to the marsh.
Oh, okay,
Not
so that's
really,
our
I'm not. Yeah, that's the one of the, yeah, that's essentially
okay,
one
that's
of
our
the
destination.
destination. That's the
to go
first
there.
goal. After that, we'll probably head downstream back to the ocean, then head west.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
on this
I
map,
see.
yeah, but this is the first, like, location
I
we're planning on.
mhm. Yeah, I see the route. I see what you're trying to do.
So do you want to put that there on the coast, like you might make a camp there, or do you just want to anchor in that little inlet?
We can only reach this point if I counted correctly.
Oh,
As
there,
this-
okay, yeah.
yeah,
Sorry,
that's 20 miles. Oh, what do you guys say? Coast or no coast? Like,
I would say coast. It's safer and it's less of a. I think it will be less of a dangerous journey if you go by next to the coast or close to the coast. In my mind, at least.
Yeah, agreed. I don't see any other path that might be available, but this seems good.
Yeah, then the next day, I guess we'll see either park. That's what I thought. You can see my ping
Yep.
Yeah, I see.
there, and then walk to the marsh, or I'll go a bit more west and use one of the smaller rivers, and like stop next to. I just want to try and stop a bit before the marsh. I'm not sure how much of a good idea it is to bring the longship there, even though it is possible to bring it there.
Hmm.
It's my opinion. I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah, I mean the first idea in which we followed the wider
Giant stone arc. and
yeah
the
giant stone arc
Stonebridge.
river does seem to be wider than the others, so maybe it's better to just follow that one and stop at one point and go by foot from a certain area.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems more plausible.
If we can get past Stone Bridge, which is right here with the ship.
Can we place like 2 different points and then decide at the arc which way we're going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, like right now, I believe that going on foot through the marsh is better than going on ship through the marsh.
Yeah, we can reach
but-
both points in a day and then still have some time to walk. So I
So
think
sorry,
even
where are those? Where
I
are you
think
going to put those?
the waypoint to the right is a bit. The right one will be more high up the river, like yeah, there. And I'm thinking around the obelisk is maybe the second one. I think I'm not sure entirely sure where the marsh begins, but I think it looks like it's just after the obelisk.
Yeah, those rivers are pretty much immediately going to lead into the marsh. It's that whole, like from the Turtle Coast all the way up
The ancient battlefield.
like towards the ancient battlefield. Yeah,
Yeah, well, and after I think and then the final stop is the reclamation marsh. Although, how much can we walk on foot? 8 miles a day?
yeah. You can. It doesn't have to be every time that you'll stop, but a waypoint is usually where you'll stop and take a longer rest. So you can make camp along the way. We don't have to plan all of those out ahead of time because you'll need to. You don't necessarily know what's out there. You might need to find again.
We need to adapt to the situation as it unfolds.
But a waypoint is usually something you'd set near somewhere where you know you're going to stop and sort of take stock and like you'll take a bit of a longer time to rest there and make your preparation for the next stage of your journey. So like the one by the giant stone arch makes a lot of sense because you're like, okay, we're going to go there, we'll put down anchor, and then we'll assess the situation and decide how we're going to approach it once we see what's there.
Mm-hmm.
Since we don't have the rest of the map, but after the march, if we don't die, we'll head back south into the ocean and west probably along the coast as well. Unless it's way up north, I don't remember exactly, but I believe this is the plan for this part.
Yeah, we'll try and line those markers up on this map, but on this one you should be able to see all the way to Flostervik and Browder is just off the map. But you can see the direction you'd be heading.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah. Because we also have to think about like we're gonna after you reach the reclamation mark and then like the business there are gonna go back to the ship and head back to Brodovik or no?
I think
no.
we'll head west to Browder.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think that's where it is.
Seems about right. Maybe
Yeah.
the right one is a bit higher, and then another one like here, that's the obelisk, and then here is like the point to the east of the marsh. Yeah, about that seems about right.
Yeah, okay. I mean, close enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then yeah, so where after that?
After that, yeah, probably retrace our steps from the marsh to the ship, wherever it is docked, and then back to the arc. Arc area, we'll probably rest and then start heading west. Just depend on if we're going straight to Brauda, which will save us time, but will take us to the Serpent's Embrace, which I'm not sure what it is.
So
Or go,
those,
yeah.
sorry, I just realized we weren't here for that either. Each of these tokens that is here, like, can you see the blue circle around Bradovik?
Not in this map.
I
There was another map with color that I could see a circle.
Oh, you can't see it.
That's like black and white.
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
right now right now
Yeah.
the map is in black and white, and we can see the circle around.
Oh, now I can see the circle. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is your territory. That's Braudovik's domain.
Yeah.
So that is the land that is considered to be
Ours.
yours, but it's not the exact, like, it's just that's how far your zone of influence extends.
Mm-hmm.
And each of those tokens is a domain, or like a faction that will have a zone of influence around that area. Generally, where the token is depicts where their stronghold is, but if you don't know where the stronghold is yet, that might just be a general idea of the sort of center of their territory.
Well, yeah.
So each of these things, you can do some research to figure out how big their settlement is and how far that zone of influence extends, and then you may be able to see more of those kinds of bubbles. But for now, you don't know the size of those domains.
I think we'll stick a bit closer to the coast because I don't think Longship was ever even made to sail like so. At least not a basic one was made to sail so far away from land.
This is just a bay. I will point out the bay you would be able to get across, but going deep sea is not going to work yet. So that area you could go potentially straight across from Browdevik to Flostervik, but it would be the roughest seas that you could encounter if you're going straight across.
Assuming we will start like going around the bay from the arc. Put like a point here. Trying to think how close we should get to the area, like around. Be like here or here.
Do you think it'll particularly matter?
I don't know. We know nothing about them, and from that point, we don't see the rivers, but we can probably, hopefully, dock somewhere around this area, and then head northwest.
I mean, to be fair, it seems like pretty big rivers, so might just be able to go up.
Yeah, you will be able to travel along most rivers that you can see on the map. I will say, especially at this scale, all of these are big enough for you to traverse in the longship.
So like here, all the smaller parts, and
Yeah.
then go on foot from there.
I'd say just have a little, Like generally, yeah, but reassess once we get to the foot of the river,
Yeah.
the big one.
Yeah, there's a
You
walking
can always
from
move
there.
these, but this is just the general plan.
Yeah.
If something detours you, you can always set a new waypoint.
Yeah. Then I believe the last point will be Browda and Browda. 16 miles in a day, probably like 2 days. We might need to stop in the middle between. For sure. Yeah, no way 16 will be fast paced. I think we'll do one more stop between Broda and the point up the river, and that's it. Like around here, and that should be it.
Cool. I think that's pretty good. Is everyone happy with that?
Yep,
Yep.
I'm fine with whatever.
It looks good.
Okay. Well then, with your course charted, you will see Ingrid and Hammond will come up to you, Gorm, as you see a couple of like your parents and people that you know in the town gathering to see you off. Your parents, Gorm, would approach and just say, "Well, seeing as you're finally off, I think this time you put those runes we've always taught you to good use. I got you something." And he is going to pull out a bag of chalk.
Yes, the runes, of course, the runes.
That
Yeah, sorry.
oh, where did I put it? Yeah, the runes that he always tells you to remember. But he will pull out a bag of rune chalk, and you will see there are lots of different colors of chalk. You've probably seen him use these in the like when making ships and that kind of thing. He'll say, "I took the liberty of putting one or two blessings on the ship, but I'm sure these will come in very useful. Maybe you want to ask Mikhail. I'm sure his father has used some of this as well. But I will give you the item." Uh, okay, can everyone see that?
Yep.
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 Yeah.
So these are all, you've got one of each, at least, and they do all sorts of various things, but it'll be up to the one that you take. You guys can sort of hand one out to everyone if you want, but if you want to identify them, you'll have to do that like you're identifying a magic item. But these, you can essentially draw runes on things, and they will do different. They'll have different effects. Like the red one can make a campfire if you draw a circle on the ground with it.
Those are cool.
Like a bunch of cool things. Oh, can you guys actually open them if you click
Yeah.
on them?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see it. I wonder if we were to check them again, where would it go? Like the items section? Hello?
Yeah, I'm gonna put one in a folder for the party. Sorry, I'm just yeah. If you look in loot, there is a supply chest there. The containers don't seem to be working properly right now, so I'm just gonna put stuff in that folder for now. We can keep gold in the chest.
Okay.
I'll try and figure out what was in there before, but I can do this. there should be some rune chalk in there now.
Yep, I see that.
And then for depending on the color you want to take, I have got other items, but I will add those to your sheet as you pick them up, or as you take one from the bag. But yes, that's a little boon from Bradovic. And yeah, is anyone else doing anything before you actually head out on your way?
I'll mention that one of the rune chalks is missing Cloudy Grey.
You can't open the. You can't see what it does.
Yeah, cannot load content for tag. So on so on.
Oh, that one.
Well, too bad, no cloudy gray.
Cloudy.
I think it's probably misspelled, but it's meant to be cloudy.
Oh, there it is.
I haven't even read through all of them. I hope I haven't broken the game, but they've got some pretty cool things.
What? Cast borrow word kill? Don't mind if I
Okay,
do.
I won't complain.
Draw a rune on their face, maybe. That's the chance.
I mean, Yormund is quite good at getting close up to people, and he's quite good with the runes. I think Yormund should have the power to kill.
No.
Your one cannot cast spells, so no.
Well, it's not
I'm
me
just doing
casting the spells, it's the rune shark.
He also can't swim.
Spell.
Ah, fuck you.
Yeah, look, if you want to become a tattoo artist, I'm here for it.
I just want to chalk people, not even tattoo. Like temporary tattoo. Okay,
There'll be
that's
some other. Your father will also give you some extra supplies, but I will add those later on because I didn't get that far.
Mhm.
I feel like my father's trading style is very much either you are my son, you have what you want, take what I have, whatever you want, enjoy. Or he gives me the absolute bare minimum. He will give us 7 rations, and that's it.
Not even
Yeah, he'll
enough
give you-
because the giant is way more.
Yeah, he'll give you rations and a small book on that says how to deal with dwarves, and it's like a small pamphlet on how to literally make like trade deals with dwarves. He says you might need this if you're going up to Browder. The mountains there are full of dwarves.
Yormund just looks at it, says, I can speak Dwarvish, I already know. Opens it.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
would
book.
like
You've probably read this thing 100 times. That might be why you know dwarfish. It's like a phrase book of dwarfish phrases.
He recites everything from the book but understands nothing.
High wisdom, low intelligence, or vice versa, Hanna.
Yes.
I mean, there are also dwarves living in Brownbeck. Like you could have.
Yeah.
It's not strange to have learned dwarvish at some point here, but this book has you've probably seen it around before. He's probably got one for most fantasy races.
Fair enough.
Any last things you want to do before you actually set sail, or like to describe how you do so?
I'm good to go.
Oh yeah, we can do this. Because I finally figure out how to use the pole system.
What?
The pole.
Oh, that's not, doesn't work. Oh wait.
Ready to set. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Pole, okay.
oh, the pool system. A pole, yeah.
Pole.
Paul.
Yeah, now I can finally get the party to vote on things. I had this
Oh,
module for so long, but I didn't know.
oh,
if
you just
the key
type
to
in,
open it.
you just type in the chat using code. That's the easiest way.
The old code, the code that it gave before didn't work the first time I tried it, but I realized if you press P, it opens up a little menu. I don't know if it works for the players, but you can all place your votes there, and then what do we say? Toggle displays on. Ah, okay. Let's see how it works. Cool. So, you guys should be able to see the little longship there by the town, and you guys head out at about 8 o'clock. You will see the river stretching out before you, and the cheers of Broudevik as the crowd and many of the people that you've saved in the recent raids are there to send you off. And yeah, there's quite a warm reception as you guys are officers of Broudevik, which is another thing we'll get to, Onyx. But you guys make your way down the river and towards the coast. I would like, at this point, the navigator to please give me a survival check, as you may want to divvy up the roles as well. If you look in under journal, under expedition rules, you will see expedition role.
Okay, I see.
I'll reveal it here.
Okay, expedition rules. Okay.
And then there you should be able to see these are the things that generally you'll give to each party member will have one of these, and that's kind of their responsibility. But anyone can get involved in doing these things. It's just one person's responsibility. So you can, if you want to look through those and choose one, you can. But I think Gorm, I assume you will be the navigator.
Yeah. For this one, it's yeah.
So you can make a navigation check.
Navigation would be survival.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. That's proficiency with water. No, sure, not this one. Still no. Control it. And let's see. Mm. 23.
Okay, yeah. Hard to get lost on a river that is going one way, but you've managed to follow it down and avoid some of the debris that was left in these rivers after the battle. As you guys sail your way down, you will notice one of the ships that was badly destroyed being dismantled by some of the people from Broudevik who wave to you as you pass. And you carry on heading down into a part of the river that is sort of wider than it was before because of the massive crater where Ailson was killed. And as you pass by the what is essentially just the remains of that battle, you make your way down to the beacon outpost where they are repairing some of those towers, and you see some of the town guards are going to blow a horn just to kind of signal that you are leaving. As you see the ocean before you,
No.
Okay.
Should we choose the roles before going ahead and continuing, or
Well, I mean, we are, we're not going to sort of fast forward through all the expedition, but as you guys have made your way down the river, while you're doing that, or when you get to the coast, is there anything you guys are doing on the ship? Yeah, I mean,
Okay, so we can choose a expedition role if you want to.
yeah, I mean, you can discuss it with the group to see who's taking charge of which
Oh,
thing.
I can take a look out then. I'm really good at being very perceptive. Like that's making perception checks, correct? Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. So, yeah, if you're going to be the lookout, you can actually make a perception check as you guys reach the sea, and you now have like the ocean opens up before you.
Okay. I shall make my roll. Yeah. Okay, not bad. I have a high modifier though. 18. 7 plus 11, 18.
Okay, you look out and you can tell that it looks like clear skies this morning. It looks like a good day for sailing, and in the distance, you can see that it looks like there's not much activity at the moment. You don't see any other ships. It looks like, yeah, good day for sailing. You should be able to make fairly good time. And you also see one of the longships that arrived here when it was attacking, when they landed their raiders here. You can see it sitting there, and it looks like it's still in pretty decent condition. It's been a little bit battered, but it's sitting there empty. However, you will notice there was only one ship, and there were two that landed here. One of the other ones, it seems, was taken to get away by the soldiers that were routed.
Okay. All right.
Are we on the ocean?
You
No.
are now, yeah. You're just sort of breaking through the surf and making your way into the ocean, but it's fairly calm. If you guys want to, if you're not doing anything else, you can give me athletics checks to try and help as you do launch. Just trying to look for the word as you launch into the ocean.
Oh,
Ha!
them?
so all of us roll athletics check.
Yes, as Yormut is getting thrown overboard. As you either go sailing straight into a wave.
Oh, I was imagining like Yormund barely paying attention to the actual ship, just pondering intensely about being on the ocean surface. And then suddenly he decides he's gonna go fishing, grabs a fishing rod and tries to fish.
Yeah, you haven't actually hit the ocean yet, though. So it's like you behind you are these waves just battering down on the ship, and everyone else manages to do okay. But Gorm, with that roll, you will also be able to stop Yorman from actually going overboard. As what do you do when you notice he's already pulling out the fishing rod before you've actually gotten to backline?
Urban, just you don't have to do something all the time. Just sit back.
You can just tell That really grinded Yorman's gears, and he just pulled out my fucking headset. He'll
Yeah.
just
Why did he do
grumble.
that? And what's a headset?
Real. He grumbles and sits back down and just tries to nap.
And with that, you guys are out at sea officially. Are you immediately heading down the coast? Or what are you guys doing? As you will have to tell me what you're actually doing with the ship as well. I'm not going to drag you along the whole way.
Hmm.
I'll yell to Atrax. Seems like a strong guy. Tell him to pull the sails. To
All right.
the right, I don't know, ship terms. So we can.
Harbor.
So the wind will, yeah, harbor. So
Unfurl the mainsail.
yeah, we'll unfold everything and pull it to the right. So we turn to the right.
Right,
Yeah,
Tex will give a
continue like
nod, and we'll do that.
You can give another sleight of hand or athletics check. As yeah, but it's up to you how that actually plays out.
Oh,
Have you just been rolling really badly, or
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, I was just expecting.
well, fine, Yorman, you can do something.
I mean, a 13 would be enough to make these basic like shipping operations. I've noticed Artex's rolls have just the dice have not been on his side tonight.
Yeah, I should change the dice, right?
Yep, change the
Yeah.
dice. The dragon dice is good.
And also, yeah, if Gorm's calling Yorman up from his 2-minute nap, then he'll help. Not happily, but he'll help. Yeah, wait a second.
These ones.
By about midday, you guys will be approaching the Silver Rock Reef. As you can see in the distance, it looks like there are things kind of sticking up out of the water, and some of the ice from the icebergs has floated over here. It seems to be washing sort of towards Fenrir's more, but you just see a couple of pieces of the iceberg that seem to be getting caught on something. You can give me a nature check or a survival check if you want to try and figure out what, but you do know that the reef is over there.
Okay.
all of us can make rolls choosing either or.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanna
okay.
I wanna keep an eye out of the iceberg, just so we don't have another Titanic.
Oh, I got a survival 20 for Onyx.
Okay. Yeah, very nice. So, Carmilla, you will, looking at the iceberg, you can tell that it's strange for it to be floating so far away. You know that the big icebergs in this bay, that they have been there as long as you've been alive. They just they seem far from all the other ice that is sort of up north on the northern coast, but that iceberg, all of those have been there forever, and it's kind of strange that they are moving. It seems like some of them have drifted. There's a good chance that the the armies from Flostervik and Skakatoka might have broken some of the ice or shifted it here when they arrived in their fleet, but it's hard to know why that might have happened. Whereas Onyx, you notice what it is stuck on is the top of a coral reef that seems to be the coral seems to be actually poking out of the top of the water, and just as the waves move, you can see it exposed. It seems like it stretches quite a vast area around, but it's also strange that the coral is poking up out of the top of the surf. It's usually pretty far beneath, but you can see little bits here and there.
Okay, so basically, it's strange that I see like bits of coral is poking out like so high up above the surface.
Yeah, it seems like it must be a massive reef. Like for the coral to be that big, it seems to have grown. There must be a huge area there.
Can I make like do I know that if like traveling through that area, will the ship be somewhat slowed down by the coral stuff?
Yeah, you can very quickly tell that it would be dangerous for the ship to run straight into that coral. But probably you could probably navigate your way through it. But you know that is a danger to the ship, as well as the fact that there's probably a lot of sea life in that reef. So could be a good place to fish as well.
Okay. Yeah, I will relay that to the navigator.
Yeah, well, steer clear from there.
Oh, but there's fish.
Yeah, there are fish everywhere. We finally reached the ocean.
Yeah, but like, most of the land is filled with people, but not everywhere.
Yeah, I think there's much more sea than land.
Yeah.
Well, when we reach about to the southwest of Fenrir's Mall, since we were never there, I would like to. I'll expend 5 Sadir. It's a long list. And activate my rune sight. And with my immense distance, I can see up to a mile away as if it's 50 feet away. And I'll just look around there and see what I see. Why is it called Fenrir's Mall?
You can just see the river sort of with that. It's a mile. Yeah, that's pretty good. As you see, you can see things moving through the tree line, and you can definitely tell that there is a pack of wolves at the near the river mouth, and they just seem to be kind of hanging out at this point. But you would know that it is called Fenrir's Moor because when you are looking at it now, the way that the rivers form there, because there are the 2 big rivers and the one smaller one, it like looks kind of like a wolf's mouth from where you are looking at it now. And it's an old name, as the giant sitting on the back is explaining that to you. He's like, don't you think it looks like a wolf? He's like turning his head to the side and opening his mouth.
Yormund has a look, gets Shepard to open his mouth, and just compares the two.
No, the balloon's calm.
Oh,
This bit, but yeah, you can see it does vaguely resemble that, but it's a ambitious description of what you're looking at.
I feel like you take what you can get with nature.
Indeed.
Hyoron says, well, look, we were new to the place. You give landscapes names on first impressions, you know. It's, not all of us are so creative. I mean, Silver Rock Reef, come on. Uh, let me guess, the rocks there are silver.
Atrax will actually chuckle.
You know what's funny? Actually, they are iron. No, I have no idea.
Well, seeing as Gorm has dropped out, hopefully he comes back in a second. But
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm sure he is sort of pushing towards there. You will see that the reef is quite extensive. It does. You are still going to be going towards the one side of it, but kind of on the outskirt, and you can see that there is some ice there. But if you're hugging the coastline, you should be able to avoid the worst of it.
Okay. So theoretically, we should be fine. At least theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically. You can
Yeah.
tell me how you want to try and sort of navigate this, though. If anyone's going to do anything to try and help you do it safely.
So these kind of long ships do have large and long oars, right?
Do indeed, yeah.
Maybe we can try and push the like go at a slower pace and try to push the ice out of the way, going in the front of the ship, and you know. That's the first idea that came to mind. I don't know if it's a good one, but yeah.
That's a lot of ice to push.
Get working,
true.
German.
I mean, I feel like maybe the literal ice giant might be of some help.
I can help push some icebergs. It should be
As-
pretty easy to move. I think we've got some decent strength here on the ship.
As long as the ship keeps its balance, we don't fall over, that should be fine.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, continue.
What was the last thing you heard?
You're 1 mile out. That's perfect. That's it.
Yeah, you saw a pack of wolves running through the woods down there, but the giant is explaining that it's called that because the river mouth looks like the mouth of a wolf with the two rivers split by another one, and everyone was sort of comparing Shepherd to the look, but it seems like Hyoran was part of the people who named it Fenrismore.
Yeah, after I think we pass here, and or after a few minutes, I'll like close the room site, like deactivate it. So, because I have a total of 1 hour for for 5 Sadir. So I'll just deactivate it after a few minutes once I've looked around.
Yeah, then also everyone saw, as you guys are carrying along the coast, you are still going to be currently sort of going along the outer edge of the reef. But you'll also see there are some of the icebergs there that everyone has been just discussing, maybe potentially slowing down and pushing out of the way as you approach. But that's sort of where you rejoin.
We could also try to avoid them entirely if there's room. If we are good navigators and that. So yeah.
Unless our giant friend here is planning on smacking them away.
Yeah, he has said he can help to do that. Can help push them out of the way if needed. So is that the plan? Are you guys trying to approach and weave your way through this, or are you trying to cut around it? What are you trying to do?
I don't know. Maybe weaving through the icebergs could work if we pay enough attention. But yeah,
Sail
that's
around
just
them.
nothing. I'll
Safer.
sail around them.
Sail around, saver.
Well, in that case, someone close the sails a bit to give us maneuverability, and the rest either hold on to something or grab one of the ropes and be ready to turn the sail to the side, to different sides for us to dodge.
Okay. Gorm, you can give me another navigation check, and everyone else can. You can give him advantage if you are helping with the sails and things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not
Ooh.
twenty.
Ooh.
Snap.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, Gorm, with expert maneuvering, you managed to weave this ship around the coral, and as you see these icebergs, you see a path in between them, and you start making your way between the coral as you get to about here.
I just ask the giant to kickflip the entire longship, and we just bounce above it.
I'm not sure you want that, my friend. But what you will see as you're going past, you guys can all give me a perception check as you're going past, but Onyx, as the lookout, you will have advantage as you're already looking.
Ooh. Okay. At 20. 31.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. So you guys all looking around, you get a good idea of where these pieces of ice are floating, and Gorm, you are definitely able to find a good needle through there with that 23. But Onyx, you will hear something against the bottom of the ship as something just kind of crunches and drags along it. And as you look over the side, you will notice that stretching out in front of you and just along the side of the ship is a mass of coral. But you are nowhere near the actual reef. Like, you can see the reef down away from you. You can kind of see it in the distance, but it seems like there's a whole patch of coral right underneath you that you guys have just hit, as the longship is going to take 10 points of damage.
Oh,
Okay. That's the risk.
The rest of you don't even notice this as it just kind of barrels right through that piece of coral. But Onyx, you hear that grind underneath and notice it. So are you
Yeah,
gonna alert
yeah,
the
like,
others?
yeah. He will. He'll mention that may possibly receive some damage. Like, basically check if not if something's leaking or below.
Were we that close to the reef?
No, specifically, there's like a strange, large part of the reef that we hit.
Do you think it might be something magic? Or just like
Unsure,
a sea creature
but
just trying to fuck with us?
unsure, but at the same time, also plausible.
Onyx, with that 31, as you guys continue moving forward, you look behind the ship as Yormund asks if it's magical to see what you just hit, and you can clearly tell that it is gone. The coral that you just
Huh.
saw as you looked overboard is not there.
Oh yeah, or Onyx will mention that. It's like he'll like turn and say, "What the coral that I just saw, it's gone." Wait a minute, it is something magical, or it is.
Or possibly a creature. Itrax will overhear the conversation.
Or it's maybe just invisible. And Yorman will like pick up something, like a loose piece of wood, or
Hey.
a loose piece of wood that fell off one of the cargo boxes. I think it's fine. And we'll just throw it back the way we came, see if it hits off of something other than the water.
Okay, yeah, you toss a piece of wood in, and as you're all sailing away, away from it, you notice it definitely doesn't land on any coral. Like, you don't hit anything. It floats there for a second, and then you just see, as you guys are watching, you will see something move in the water underneath it, and it definitely looks like a creature that comes up to investigate it and then disappears again. You can give me a nature check if you want to try and identify what the creature was, but the rest of you will hear another crunching sound at the front of the ship, as if you just hit another one.
What is going on?
Yeah, those are creatures, living things.
And with the 16, you see the tip of a reef shark that seemed to have come up to. You see this like black tip on the top of a fin that just kind of pokes out of the water as it comes up to investigate the wood, and then disappears underneath. Definitely not a piece of coral, but yeah, just looks like a regular shark.
You said we hit corals. Right?
That's what it seems like, but it seems not the case this time.
Yeah, as you hear that second crunch, Onyx, you definitely looked at coral. Like, you saw, it definitely wasn't a shark that you looked at. You saw a piece of coral that you'd definitely hit underneath the ship. But yeah, it seems like there's sharks too. It's odd.
Yorman's gonna ready his halberd and sort of just stay by the edge of the ship, ready to hit anything that comes up and hits the ship.
You know what? I think for Onyx, he's gonna. Can he put his hand within the water while rowing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, he's basically gonna learn whatever this thing's out like. Either basically make an attempt to grab it and, I don't know, pull it up a bit.
Okay. As you reach over to you do see a piece of coral underneath that it seems like you've just run into again. It looks the same as the one before. And as you reach down, you can give me a sleight of hand check. Right?
Oh, okay, sleight of hand. Oh, okay. Oh man, unfortunately, I'm not proficient in that, but I got a decent +3. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see. 21. Woo!
Okay, yeah, you managed to grab a hold of it, and it is definitely like you've got a handful of coral here. And as you kind of pull on it, let me just check something here.
I can't.
It pulls you into the water.
I would like Atrax to be close to Onyx in case something fishy, let's say, happens.
Okay.
Jimmy the fish pulls him into the water.
I need you to please make me a Constitution saving throw, Onyx, as you grab a hold of it and it is sharp, and it kind of it like cuts at you as it pulls away in the opposite direction.
15.
Okay, so a 15 just makes it as you feel it slide through your hand, and you are fast enough to let go before it actually cuts you badly. But let's see, what is your AC?
18.
Okay, you are you managed to stop it from cutting your hand, but there was definitely that coral just moved of its own accord and tried to get away from you as soon as you grabbed it. And at this point, Yormund, while you were standing there with your halberd at the ready, and Atrax is like also waiting on the side, you will notice several of those reef sharks now moving up and underneath the ship as we go over here.
Oh no. Is it the devil sharks?
When you
No,
say,
these look like regular sharks.
oh, because I was gonna say like, you say reef sharks. Are these sharks that look like reef?
No, they're literal blacktip reef sharks. It's a
Ah,
breed of shark.
actual
You get them in South
real
Africa. I suddenly
shark.
realized.
So
Real shark, not D&D shark. Got it.
so sad.
This is the
I
shark
mean,
you
they are
pay for.
D&D. It's
Oh,
using
well.
the reef shark stat block, but they've got black tips. You get different kinds of reef sharks.
My question would be, the thing that Onyx touched, was it a reef shark or was it something else entirely?
No, you definitely had a piece of coral that pulled away from you. It seems like these sharks probably live in coral reefs like that. But whatever you just grabbed was alive and tried to get away from you. You nearly sliced
Yeah.
your hand open. You can see that there's like slime, and it seems like it probably would have been bad if it had cut you. And can everyone see the map, by the way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You're
Yep,
all
we
on
can.
the ship. See the sharks sort of moving up close to the boat. Oh, look at the move. Again.
Yep.
Well, are you guys doing anything? As you'll all be able to see the sharks surrounding the boat at this point. I mean, anything that's happening on the longship is pretty much evident to most of you. So
Yeah.
don't be shy of
Oh.
jumping in.
I don't have anything range, I think. What do I?
Oh, I accidentally moved back. Okay, like it looks weird. It looks sideways.
Yeoman's going to suggest that someone try and make a big splash somewhere else. Well, actually, before that, do these sharks look like they are definitely going to attack us, or are they still more curious?
Yeah, they still look like they're kind of investigating the ship, but it looks like they suddenly swarmed as soon as Onyx put his hand in the water.
Yeah. Can someone make a splash somewhere else, please? Throw something or explode something.
Okay. I'm making. Okay, is that what you're suggesting? Try to make a slash somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay. Let me look up something.
Among the resources that we at our disposal, are there like I don't know, weapons, javelins, stuff like that, harpoons. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say you've got a couple of javelins on there, some basic throwing spears. Yeah, there's maybe an extra shield or two, but
Well,
yeah, so you can find a javelin. Otherwise, it's just the equipment you have on you. You'd be able to
yeah.
maybe find replacements for that kind of equipment.
I look at the others and kind of ask it and say at the same time, maybe if we hit one and it starts bleeding, it will attract the others, and the others will come and try to devour it.
Hmm. What to do? What to do?
I was just trying to suggest that maybe somebody could throw a spear and hit one of the sharks, and maybe if it starts bleeding, you know, sharks are very sensitive with blood. The others should come to eat the other shark, eat their own.
I'm not sure I want to provoke violence. Not with the sharks
Try.
anyway.
Yeah. Recommend
Okay.
the first plan. Try to splash some objects somewhere else.
If they stick
Alright.
around though, feel free, make them bleed.
Yeah, so you can make a deception check if you want to try and distract them by throwing it somewhere else. Otherwise, yeah, Atrax are getting ready an attack roll.
Okay. So first I will let him do the roll, and if it doesn't work, I will try to do as well the spear.
Yeah. Attempt deception.
Who's rolling the deception?
Well, right now I have +2. Does anyone have a higher than a +2?
Don't worry about who's best for the job. Those stats
Okay.
are always for like, you know, this
Yeah,
is to see how your character does it. So
Okay.
if we always wait for who's good at it, it's going to be, I mean, that's good teamwork, I guess, but it ruins the fun a little bit. And this won't be a high DC.
Okay. No, what? I'll attempt then. Since I called it out, I'll attempt then.
Okay.
Not one.
Nat 8. But still.
So close. That 20 there.
Okay, so with a 10, you do see one of the sharks swim off to investigate it. But you will also hear on the other side, you will hear a crunch as Yorman, you notice one of the oars next to you suddenly get a bite taken out of it as one of the sharks goes for the boat, just as
Uh-oh.
this, sort of after the splash happens. But one of them does immediately swim towards it like it's going to kill whatever just touched the water. And they do seem to start kind of moving in towards the ship. And at this point, I would like you guys to please roll for initiative.
Ooh la la. Okay.
Before that, I'm going to actually rest because apparently I haven't rested yet.
Oh yeah, you guys have all gotten a long rest if you haven't taken it already. Be ready.
Mhm.
Oh,
Ooh, we're all. Oh, never mind. I was about to say we're all rolling good initiative, but except for Yarman.
Hey, that's
Man,
fine.
like he's in the most danger. He's on water.
No, I think you're now in the most danger.
Bam, bam.
Okay, so Carmilla, you are up first. See this shark starting to swarm the boat.
I'm sad. Shark. What to do? What to do? Well, the only thing to do is try to shoot it with the arrow. Not sure how effective it is, but that's all I can think of.
you will have disadvantage, so I think it cancels out.
Yeah,
advantage you have.
yeah. No. Yeah.
Actually, it depends which one you're shooting. If you're going for the one that just
The one furthest out.
that one has come up to the surface, I'll say it's a normal roll. But yeah, that hits anyway. Yeah, actually, it's disadvantage to shoot something underwater. It will. That is how it works. So.
Only if you don't have swim speed.
No, that's for when you're in the water. If you're firing underwater, shooting from the surface into the water is like it's a difficult thing to do because of the displacement.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Apparently, I'm good at shooting stuff.
Yeah, you've gone fishing with a bow and arrow before.
And that, I think, is all. Let's see. Yeah, my job is done.
Okay. Let me change the music. Let's give Gorm a chance to come back. We'll say for now he is steering the ship. So the giant on the back of the ship is going to see his cue, and he is going to throw a harpoon into the water. Okay, you see he gets it and he says, I got one, and he's going to start reeling it in as it is now grappled on the end of his harpoon. But with that, we go to the sharks, who are going to swarm the ship, and you can see them biting at the ship itself, except for the one that got shot with an arrow, as one of them has gone to investigate the blood in the water. But they will quickly notice that it's from another shark. And then so it's giving me a range problem. The ship's a bit of a weird shape.
Oh, no, not the ship.
I'm more like worried that they can actually bite into the ship. Imagine how big their mouths must be.
Yeah, these are large sharks, like by D&D standards large. So they are definitely, you can see them mainly biting the oars. That's what they're managing to break more, but they're definitely pulling off little pieces.
Oh, damn. There.
Okay, yeah, so some decent rolls from them there. As oh, what? It's not doing the damage. Is the ship immune to piercing damage?
I think it might be a thing of if it doesn't do enough damage in one, it doesn't apply.
Oh yeah, you're right. It does.
Oh yeah, damage threshold.
Which is 15, and yeah, these sharks. So actually, yeah, Kamala, you've got a good point. Only one of them manages to do any damage here, as it got 15, but the rest, it's not enough.
Okay, less worried.
That is cool. Good to know. I'm sure that's that's good information for the rest of the campaign. But Atrax, it is your turn. As you can see them still going for the ship right now. They haven't seemed to realize where the food is.
Yes, We won't become fish food tonight, boys. We are on a diet, so let's keep that diet up and running. Yeah, I will attack. I will first rage, so just for the sake of it. Okay. Normal, I guess. And then I will try to strike.
Shark rage somehow.
Oh, because I targeted him. I think that's why. Yeah, I think that's why.
Okay, I'll, I'll add it back to you. But the shark is angry too. That's...
Sorry. Yeah, I make the shark rage with my own rage, and after that I will throw. So I grab 2 spears or javelins from the side of the where they are located, and try to throw at that one which is badly injured. So let's see. You said with disadvantage, right?
Yeah, ranged attacks will be a disadvantage. But melee are normal.
Okay. Yeah, since I'm throwing, will it ask me if I go with disadvantage or? What did it ask? Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
But you got a second attack though.
Yeah, I do. So that was for the first javelin, and for the second one, disadvantage again. Ah. Oh, it hits.
Just hits, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Normal damage. Max damage. No, that's nice.
Oh, how do you kill it?
So I would like the first strike to go just over its head as it tries to bite into the ship, but the second one I adjust a bit and I kind of anticipate one of its bites. And as it bites, it actually, the spear goes in its mouth and pierces through from inside to the outside.
Nicely done, as that one is killed.
And yeah, I think I'm gonna move to the side here in case the other ones are still attacking. And that should be my turn.
Okay, Onyx, you see one of the sharks has been killed.
Yep.
But at this point, you can also give me another perception check, as you have already been doing one thing, but otherwise, yeah, it is your turn.
All right. Ooh, that okay. Big roll 29. Man, I'm doing big rolls. Yeah, Onyx is really perceptive.
You notice a massive coral patch under the water over there on the right-hand side of the ship.
Wait, right? Oh,
like a massive coral patch right in this area.
A massive coal what?
Coral. Like there's a
coral.
reef under the water. You can just see the outlines of a coral reef, but you know it wasn't there. Like you didn't see that before. Again, seems to have just appeared.
Ah, okay.
Like you were holding on to it from your side of the ship, and now you see like another one over there, but the other one is gone. So it definitely seems like it's the same thing that's moving.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he'll like relay that to the crew, like something is like over there. Essentially. Okay. Alright, so my turn now, correct? I can use my turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Onyx is gonna move 5, 10 here, and how far is this? Okay, only 10 feet. He's gonna use a bonus action. He's gonna use his abilities of his magic item, his tattoo. Wait, will it display? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna do the Eldritch Maul as a bonus. So it's the last paragraph. As a bonus action, I can empower that tattoo for 1 minute, and my unarmed strikes can reach up to 15 feet away. So you guys see as Onyx clasps his hand together towards his chest, and you see his tattoo glow. And basically, the wrap bandages are like removed, like they kind of like explode, like removed, like and then he like punches in the air, and a fist of energy like reaches towards the reef shark as he's like punching towards the air. Like an air punch is like reaching towards the shark. Okay. And I do an
Nice.
extra d6 on force damage on a hit. So, yep. So,
Oh, yeah.
I make a unarmed. I can make a unarmed strike. Correct.
Yeah. If it
Alright.
does, you can target the creature. It may not register the Eldritch Claw extra reach, but you can press T if you're hovering over it.
Like,
Otherwise, just roll it normally, and we can. Because I think it may stop
okay.
you with the range.
Yeah, like I'm familiar with Foundry, but not familiar with the like Beyond 20 stuff with the.
So you
let me
can
see
use
if it.
Foundry itself. If you click on your token and press E,
Oh,
you'll
okay.
see there's a separate menu for that as well. There's a bunch of ways to roll it, so it's up to you.
Okay. Okay.
You
alright.
can use Beyond 20 though if you want to use the D&D Beyond sheet. That works too.
Okay. Let me see if it. So, let me see if it applies. Okay, it's not applying because my So yeah, I'll roll from Beyond 20, a D&D Beyond. So first attack roll. Oh wait, it's wrong roll.
I can just move it closer if you want to use Foundry. Like we can just. I
Yeah,
just don't know which way, but that's cool. 26 definitely hits. Or
yeah.
9.
So 9 bludgeoning
what-
and another D6 of force damage. 4, so 13 damage total on the first strike.
Okay, nice. Yeah, it's badly injured on that first one. Punch it right in the nose. It is
Okay.
not happy.
Second attack roll. Ah, damn it! I rolled bad. It's only a 10.
Yeah, it starts to, as you hit it in the face, it starts turning to move and you miss the second one.
Yep, and that's Onyx's turn.
Okay. At this point, as you see the shark move away as you punched it in the nose, you will see that patch of coral getting closer, and you will see what some of it kind of seems to move apart, and that is when you notice that that is not just a patch of coral, but it is a coral drake. As you see it form into this shape of this draconic serpentine creature that starts to open its maw as it moves up to the surface. And it's going to, you see as it kind of lifts its head out of the water, it opens its mouth and lets out this spray of what look like tiny little versions of it. Like it looks like little worms just spraying towards you.
Man.
Ooh, what is it hitting?
I'm sorry, I'm just moving. So it is hitting Yormund, Onyx, and potentially Shift. So you will need to give me a deck save. You'll see it in the chat there. There should be a prompt.
Oh wow, the
and-
longship succeeded. Okay. Oh,
So
okay.
just click there in the chat. You should see a dice on the right hand side, and then
Okay, there we go.
oh, very nice.
Oh, it's automated. Nice.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
Yeah. So you guys will take half damage unless you've got something, but that is 20 points of piercing damage if they didn't.
I have shield master evasion, so
Oh, so you're blocking it with your shield.
yes.
Very nice. Hurant, you will hear him start screaming as you look over at him, and these little worms are digging into his eyes as he has been blinded, and you can see him scratching at his own face. But yeah, Onyx and Yormund managed to get shielded there, as it is the creature's turn. So, oh, and then one more. It's going to send its stinger as you see another patch of coral rise up from behind it, and you see a piece of coral shoot off towards the ship and towards Atrax.
Come at me, bro.
Oh,
No.
yeah, it misses terribly. That just whizzes right past you.
Yeah.
With that, we go to Yormund.
Hmm. Um, back. What would I be able to? What would I be able to hit? Because I don't think anything is actually in range.
I mean, it might be if you've got a halberd.
Yeah, you
that-
got 10-foot reach, and this engine truck is within 10 feet.
Yeah, unless you try something crazy to get. It's only 15 feet away from you. The coral drake, you might be able to flip it. Like you can hit it on its hitbox there, like not on the. You
Like
might be
when,
able to see
yeah,
a piece of coral as it comes past. So if you hover over the creature, you should be able to see. It's only
Yeah.
15 feet away from where you are.
Is this such a good idea?
Yes.
Otherwise,
Okay.
they also Atrax established there are some javelins here on the ship. If you want to pick up a javelin, they're basically just regular throwing spears.
Ooh, yes, actually. I would rather prefer that.
Yeah, you can make a javelin attack the thing.
Yep. What's
It'll be the same as your hand axe or probably your normal.
is it out of the water or has it gone back in?
It's at the surface, so it's definitely You can see the head. I'd say it's a normal roll on the big
Okay.
one. Yeah, the big one's also big enough that you'll be able to hit it. It's even if it's underwater, unless it dives, I think it'll be normal rolls against that. It's just the sharks that have disadvantage.
Good thing, anyway.
Oh, nice.
Yep, so Yorman throws a spear and shouts, "Fuck you!"
You see it break into a piece of coral there, and you see the creature let out a screech now as it writhes in pain from that.
I think that's all I can. Well, bonus action. Oh, I've got nothing. That's it for me. Wait, actually, I'll do this. And that's my turn.
Okay, nice. Carmilla, go back to you.
Oh well, there's fish and lives. Better keep them. Yep. Yeah. Okay, we have that big dude there. Yes, it is a good time to mark the shark.
Oh, nice. Nearly killed it in one shot there. The second one to finish it off.
Yeah. And that's all.
Very nice. As you send those perfect 2 arrows into the shark, killing that one as well, you will see the that Hyorin has gone blind and has still got the one on the end of his harpoon, which you'll see in his blindness he kind of swings, and you will see one of the sharks get lifted out of the water and swung all the way onto the ship itself
Oh no.
as it lands on the deck behind you, Atrax.
Oh wow, behind
Yes.
Ajax. Ooh.
Beautiful.
And is thrashing around wildly as it is has been brought to the surface. Carmilla, I will need a deck save from you as it comes whipping over your head.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, you managed to dodge out of the way, but it does also land right behind you as he is trying to get rid of his blindness. The sharks are going to attack here. The one that's just landed is going to go for a bite on Atrax.
Let's go.
And it misses. As the others are going to continue to make bites against the ship.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, so all of them together are able to do a bit of damage.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling for them as like minions, like a group attack.
Okay, got it.
Because that actually makes more sense. but then it goes to a track, as you can feel the sharks like just ramming the ship.
So this one next to me would probably have opportunity attack, right? If I try to leave.
I'd say not. It's a shark. It's just wildly flapping around. It doesn't.
Okay. In that case, I would try to fly next to the big guy.
Oh, all right. Your boots are flying.
Yes, indeed. So as I kind of grab my great sword and I tap my boots onto the wood of the ship, I get to jump a bit in the air, and then I will fly like let me see. Yeah, I will fly next to its wing here. If it only would let me move.
It's because you mounted to the ship. Should work now.
Okay. And yeah, bada bing, bada boom. You know what's coming. I will try to hit it with my great sword. Plus. And I'm thinking, should I attack? I mean, sure. I will attack recklessly.
Let's
So
go.
Hell yeah.
that should be with advantage. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, when you roll, it should ask you normal, disadvantage, or advantage. So you
Okay,
can
so
just-
when I roll with a great sword, I don't have to put the reckless attack in the
Yeah.
chat anymore. Okay.
Although doing that might add the other, because it gives advantage to enemies, but you can just remind me of that part. It's fine. But we don't have to use
I
all the
can-
automated things. Not everything works.
Okay. No worries. Then.
Whatever's easier.
Okay. So first attack with advantage. Yes.
Oh, is that a crit?
Yes.
Oh, that's what we like to see.
All right. So critical hit, and I also have to crit on the first. I have the crit with Divine Fury, which is 1d6 plus 3 as well. So it would be 2d6 for Divine Fury.
And you should roll the crit dice here because we roll max the base dice. So
Oh, okay. So
we use massive criticals, I think it's called. But
So-
Foundry does that automatically.
yeah. So 12. Like he already kind of rolled max on his crit. So 2 6s, 12 plus 7. It's still 25.
And plus the Divine Fury. Give me a sec. Where are
Yep.
you?
And that dice is also doubled.
Oh, so it's just 12 extra?
No, you roll
No.
double the amount of dice. So whatever your. So it's a d8. So you add an extra d8.
Oh, it's a d6.
Divine Fury is
D6,
D6.
so my eyes are failing.
Oh, okay. So for crits, it's like max on the damage and then roll again.
Hey, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Wait, can you guys hear my question? That ahead. Oh, hello.
Yeah. That was a yes.
Oh, okay. That's not crit where it's like so max on the damage die and then roll.
Yeah, so
So
it has done that. It gave you a 6 because you clicked critical.
okay.
So like if you
Okay.
open it there, it says 1d6 min 6 because it gave you max damage on one of the dice, and then you roll the 3. So that's
Okay. I get it.
Okay, got it. So basically, the way you do it is that first part of the damage, like the normal damage, would be maxed out, and then the crit would you'd have to roll only for the other side of the. Or, I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm explaining. Okay, got it.
yeah, pretty much because that ensures that you don't get like 2 ones on your.
Yeah,
crit
no, that's a
damage.
very good rule. I also have it in my campaign. I use the same rules, so good one.
Yeah, Foundry does it automatically if you roll critical damage. So just bear that in mind.
Okay.
Right. So that was the first attack. Let's see if I get lucky with the second attack.
Yep. Still reckless at advantage.
Yes, he's still reckless.
Oh damn it! That's double twos.
Not so lucky anymore, but still, that was a big attack. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah. Plus, it's
Yeah,
also
it
if you're
is.
hitting that 2 and that 20 are so close together on the dice.
Yeah, you missed. You missed the second one because it is recoiling from the other attack and trying to get away from you.
And as I slash at it with my great sword, I can reduce its speed by 10 feet. I don't know if that will help, but oh, actually, I scored a critical hit as well, so it's also this.
Oh, okay, so it has disadvantage on all attack rolls. Oh, okay.
Ooh, very nice.
Actually, so it paid off, I guess. Yeah, that's my turn. I fly up to
Okay,
the
yeah, it's
creature
you.
and kind of slash at its wing, right wing.
Yeah, which are made of coral, and you just crash through it. Which the coral seems to be the weapons it uses as well, and you have now nullified some of its weaponry, as well as hurting it pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
But Onyx, that takes us to you.
Oh, all right, back to me. Well, now it's my time to shine. It's gonna do something quite unique. So he's gonna move back 5, 10, and he's gonna use his other magic item,
Oh no.
the Ring of Jumping. So as a bonus action, I can cast jump a spell at will, and my jump distance is tripled. So I run 5, 10. I'm gonna make a long jump. So long jump is so my strength score times 3. So 18 times 3 is 54. So round to near side 55 feet. So basically he's gonna run towards the coral, jump towards the coral dragon.
Oh my god, that's
You're going to
awesome,
use
but
the shark as a
scary.
stepping stone along the way. So, like, just
Okay,
leaping over it. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, so I'll just like jump. Yeah, basically jump around here.
I'll give you advantage on any attacks just because of the fucking spectacle.
Thank you. So it's gonna move around right here. Oh wait, can I move my character token? Oh wait, I'll
Because
select.
you mounted to the ship. There we go. Should be able to move now.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Yep.
Oh my
so
god.
I get. Oh yeah. Yep. So I can make my first unarmed strike with advantage. Correct.
Yeah. Oh, you can make them all advantage as you're coming in. This is a flurry.
Okay. So I wonder how do I roll with advantage? Do I like? Is it? Do I right click?
If you just press attack there in the chat card that comes up, it'll ask you how you want to roll it, and you can just click
Oh, okay.
advantage.
Let me see. Attack. Okay. Okay, I see it. Advantage. Yep, 26. That definitely hits. So. Yep. So the damage. And it's another D6 for because of my Eldritch Claw force damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use my monk point. I'm gonna apply my Hand of Harm. So I do an extra D6 plus 5 necrotic damage. So, plus 5 isn't applying, but 7 oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, you said 7 necrotic. So 7 plus 5, 12 plus 9, 21 damage total on the first
Very
attack.
nice.
And then second attack roll. So normal. Oh, yep, that definitely hits. 27. Then normal damage. So another 9 and another d6 force damage. Oh, okay, 1. So 10 damage total on the next attack. And Yeah, that's his turn.
And now you're on the Drake. You're riding a Drake.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Epic jump, like boom, whoosh.
Amazing.
Yeah, you also you're literally made you mounted to the Drake now, so we shall see. Is that your turn?
Yes, I have my action and bonus action.
Okay. As you are sort of pummeling this thing, you are going to see a tail come whipping towards you from behind.
Yep, it does have disadvantage because of the slasher by Atrax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fortunately, has a plus 15 to hit anyway.
Unfortunately, I rolled 2 15s, so that is a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits then. But I'm gonna use my reaction as a tiefling. Hellish Rebuke.
Fair enough.
So it needs to make a dex.
If you click the damage there, it should ask if you've got it targeted.
Yeah. Right now it needs to make a dex save or take 10 fire damage, half on the success. Oh, okay, yeah, that succeeds. So it's a 5 fire.
You took 24
Fuck.
damage there
24.
Okay.
as half of it is poison and half of it. So it's 10 piercing, 10 poison.
Wait, it says it's doing 24 damage.
Yeah, plus 4, sorry.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Plus 4 is from the piercing.
Okay, got it.
So I was just looking at the dice rolls.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry, that should usually apply normally, but then its head is going to rise out of the water and bite towards Atrax.
Okay.
Let me just check its. Doesn't get its breath weapon back. Yeah, so 1 HP. Oh, 9 to hit. So we go
I
for 4 as well.
survive in the air. Let's see for how long. Still.
It's the disadvantages on all the attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let me see.
Like until the
before-
end of its next turn. So
Okay, yeah. That just
Yeah,
double-checking
on
that
all
it
attack
doesn't-
roll, on all attack rolls.
Yeah, then it misses again with the 12. And then
But wait. Since I did a reckless attack, I think they would cancel out because you would
Oh,
have
yeah.
advantage against me.
like a regular roll. So, but it's still like a 9 or 12.
I'll just
right,
check the
or-
first rolls. It did roll to get a 19 on the bite.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Because I forgot to mention that, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shot there. So that is 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay, how do I apply that to me?
I have applied it. Oh, but it's halved, so I'll give you.
But it should be halved because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am raging.
I'll give you 9 back.
Yeah, it did the half.
Rage, yeah. Cool. So yeah, you take 9 points of damage there, and then it is going to dive 30 feet. As on
Oh.
its, you are on its back. It is going to try and pull you with it as it, but because it missed with its stinger, it isn't able to actually drag you. It's up to you whether or not you want to hang on to keep wailing on it.
Yeah, it's gonna hang on.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Question: If it moves away but in a downwards, do I still get an opportunity attack?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet, by the way, from slasher.
Okay, so it only goes 20 feet down there.
Yeah. Okay, opportunity attack. Let's try to hit again. Give me a sec. Where are you?
Oh shit, that put it under the map. Never mind. It's 20 feet down.
Ah,
Ah,
ah. Sorry, I tried.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it just swings down. You may have to dive after it, but the Ormond, you see it pull your new monk friend under the water.
Oh my God.
I heard its head was coming out of the water, and I just thought, you know what? I'm making a lasso. I'm going big, and I'm fucking tying this thing to the boat by the
Okay.
neck. But
I mean, throwing a lasso through water is pretty difficult, but if you want to try and grab this thing as it's diving, you can absolutely try and get it from going much deeper. You can see the giant has got harpoons sitting there. You might be able to use one of those.
then yes, absolutely. However, first, Shepherd. Um, yeah. Just gonna bound up. Whoops. Okay, I don't think this targets.
Yeah, you have to place the temper.
Yes, but I mean, it just wouldn't hit the Drake because it's already. Oh fuck! It hit the Drake. Oh fuck!
Yeah, it's fine. It's
I love
get on the
Foundry.
Don't fuck the Drake.
Oh, kills the shark.
Nice, good boy, Shepherd. As he turns around and looks like a sailor who's just been throwing up over the side of the boat.
It's not Moby Dick.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, I'm sorry, Shepard. But yes, Yormund. Big, big man. Big becomes large. I forgot. I need to ask you.
And apparently Russian.
Yes. I picked up something from the Goliath. So yes, Yormund is going to take one of the harpoons, fire it at the Drake, and then just grab the wire and try and hold the Drake in place.
Okay, yeah, you can. I mean, it's not a spear gun. It's a throwing harpoon. It's just a giant one, but it is more like how they hunted Moby Dick. So you can definitely try and throw that. It'll be the same as the javelin, so you can just use your hand axe. But if you get this thing, you will have grapple.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Disadvantage and all, or
Yeah, it'll be disadvantage because it's diving.
come on, roll good like you rolled well like, against me with the stinger. 2 15s.
no. 115, but a 2.
Okay.
You got a second.
Wait, sorry, what?
Oh, just the dice I rolled. With disadvantage, it comes out to a 9.
Yeah, so unfortunately, this thing is diving too fast. But Onyx, you will see this harpoon come flying next to you. I'll say if you'd like to use your reaction to grab it, you can attempt to use it to
yeah.
make an opportunity attack.
Yes. So basically, make a attack roll on the Drake.
Yeah, to like grab the harpoon and wedge it into the Drake.
Okay.
Like as a reaction.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I can use my unarmed strike roll. It's using my strength mod. So yeah. So make a regular attack roll.
Yeah, you can just make a normal attack roll, and if this hits, then Yormund, you will have.
Ah, damn it! No.
Fuck.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately not, but you have caught Onyx. It's up to him whether he wants to let go, though. You have
No.
harpoon
No,
in
yeah,
your
he'll let go. He'll let go. Yeah, he wants to stay on the Drake.
Okay, yeah, so you stab it down into the Drake, into some of that coral, but Yormund, as you try and pull back, because you think you've got it's like you hook the fish, you pull it, and that coral just breaks off and comes free. It doesn't seem like you've caught it with that one.
Fact. Oh, that's all I can do.
You don't have a second attack?
Like he can attempt a second attack roll.
Not with a ranged weapon, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference if you're using melee or ranged for the amount of attacks you have. It just, I think you usually only have one hand axe, so you can't throw. Like once you throw it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I do have 2 hand axes. I just never knew that.
Yeah, no, you can make as many attacks as you have attacks. It doesn't matter which weapon you're using.
So then Yormund just grabs another harpoon.
Yes, unfortunately, at disadvantage though.
I don't mind another chance. Look. Easy. Fuck!
That's a lot of damage.
I'm
Okay.
not seeing the roll. What did you roll?
What
I
happened?
rolled a
Actually?
12 and a 20, which is fine that I don't get the 20. Guess what? I just lost connection to Foundry, though.
What was the total, though?
12 plus, what's my mod? 7, 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, cool. Let me just try and roll.
Yeah, I
see
saw a roll. Yeah.
Okay. So the second okay, it's fine.
Yeah, so you hit on that one. You can make an athletics with advantage to try and hold it there, but you have definitely made connection with that harpoon.
Nice.
You kind of clip it as it's bleeding.
22 for athletics.
Oh yeah, you've got that thing. Onyx, you feel the beast sort of lunge as it is hooked.
Got to go fishing after all.
Is that your
That
turn?
is my turn, yes.
Okay, Kamala, as we go to your turn, you start feeling the ship kind of tilting over to the side as Yormund has now hooked a massive beast, and it seems like it may try and pull the ship with it, but currently the fishing is going well. What are you going to do?
Of curiosity, how far is the dragon away?
It's 20 feet underneath, so yeah.
20 feet underneath.
Yeah.
Oh well, time to jump in
Okay.
and swim for it. Come on, man, like, gotta use those 60 feet for something. And because the target I have died, I move it to the dragon. The hunter's mark. Meaning it cannot get away from me. Let me see if I have that. I think I can just get in range of the dragon and attack it. Yeah. Though. I'm happy.
Oh,
Sadness.
That seems to see you dive in and avoid that first attack, but not the second.
And with that, take some damage.
Okay.
And what I
Oh,
pictured
yeah.
is just finding somewhere I can just stab into it and basically use it as a hold on the dragon. So if it goes down, I go down.
Yeah, you are also now mounted to it as you kind of got your blade in its neck. We'll move you over there as you are getting pulled with it.
And that's it.
Okay. So the giant, he breaks free of his blindness and is going to reach down into the water and grapple this other shark.
Beautiful.
ooh.
With his battle axe as he just strikes down, lifts it into the air, and is going to just sort of smash it on the bottom of the ship. He seems to be taking care of that one. As the shark tries to bite him back, and the one that is still on the deck of the ship is going for the people that aren't here. So we will say that they're having a fight with the shark while this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is going to swim and try and get one of you that's on the beast. That's going for you, Sven. Also got a nat one. It just
Beautiful.
goes sailing right past it. Artax will go to you.
So
Tracks.
yeah, no worries, no worries.
I don't know why your name gives me dyslexia for some reason.
It's okay. Yeah. So Atrax will just dive in the water as well after his companions, after his compadres, ready to strike at the head of the drake again. I'm just curious. So the wing boots, do they still work underwater?
Like, I feel like you're swimming at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no,
So-
that those are for flying.
Okay. Good. Cool. Yeah.
There are other items that do that. For
Yeah.
swimming.
Makes sense. I was
Yeah,
just
so-
curious.
Yeah. So if you're like up in the surface in the air, you can fly out, but it doesn't increase your speed swimming.
So I still have like 45 feet of movement. So if I go immediately in the water and he's 20 feet below, I should be able to barely reach him.
Oh yeah, and with the dive, I'd say you can definitely just get up there.
Okay, so I would like to kind of go a bit closer to the head as well, like when I'm diving. And reckless attack again. I'm not sure if it will work this time as well, but we'll have to see. Just give me a sec. I cannot see. Am I targeting the Drake right now or not? No, I'm
think
targeting
so.
it. Okay.
Now that-
Okay. All right. So let's see. Great sword to the face. With advantage. Still. Normal damage, I would assume.
Yep.
And also I deal the damage from Divine Fury. Normal again. So it should be 15 slashing, 7 radiant.
Yeah, that is applied. Looking badly injured.
Okay, second attack, still with advantage. Give me a sec. Yes.
Oh,
Let's
Oh.
go.
I think your normal damage would be so.
No, I think it's
Oh,
It's
oh,
applied.
okay. Oh, okay. It's already applied. Oh, okay, I see it.
yeah.
Oh, does it apply for all the crits? Like it's already.
Yeah, if you roll critical damage, it actually literally rolls. Like you'll
Mhm.
see
okay.
the dice roll to max roll.
Max
Oh,
roll,
okay,
yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Well, that's just
Yeah.
beautiful. What can I
Yep.
say?
Yeah, that's like. Is the Drake still alive?
It is
Oh,
still
no, it's
alive,
near-
but it is wounded. It is near
Near death.
death. Another hit like that might not
Yep.
make it.
Yep. it has-
So yeah, reduce speed by. I mean, it's still like 20 feet, but the critical hit means that he has disadvantage on all attack rolls, and that's my turn.
So yeah, I'll say with the reduced speed also, Yormund, you now have an even better grip. You'll be able to start reading this thing in as a bonus action on your turn. As we go to Onyx, if it lives to see your turn, let's see.
Yeah. So Onyx seeing Atrax like hit like get some good hits on its head.
Yeah.
Like with his Eldritch Claw, he's gonna throw some air punches towards its head.
Let's go.
So it's gonna first unarmed strike. So attack. Does 17 hit?
As it does.
All right. That's 8 bludgeoning and another d6 force from Eldritch Claw. 2. So 10 damage total on the first one. Oh, damn it. That's
Ah.
only 12.
Almost landed on 18, but yeah.
Yep. That
I would
is gonna
say
use.
it is technically flanked between you and Atrax now. Well, and you
okay.
and Camilla. You guys are all on it, so I'll say you can have advantage from the flank.
Okay, I'll roll another. Okay, 20. Good.
That is.
Okay, so 8 and another d6 force damage. 3, so 11 damage total on the second attack. And then bonus action, unarmed strike. Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, no, I have advantage.
Full advantage.
Oh, damn it.
You
Okay,
doubled the
that's
value
okay.
with the advantage.
Yeah, fourth attack, flurry of blows.
Come on, you can do it.
There we go. And he's
Yes.
gonna use his hand of harm. So 13, and then hand of harm. Where is it? Hand of harm. Hand of harm. Okay, here it is. Yep. So it's a critical hit. Oh wow. So a 17 necrotic.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah. Basically, as I explained before, he throws a bunch of his Eldritch Claw tattoo, like a bunch of air force punches, and then it basically at the head like what Atrax did, and so basically it's basically somewhat decapitated, like its head is removed from its body in like the force of blows from the explosive punches.
Yeah, you just see these underwater detonations of coral just exploding everywhere as little sea urchins get sent flying. Everything that was making up this creature's body as it is killed. And Yormund, you feel the line sort of drop as whatever you have caught on the other side stops fighting back. It is still heavy as hell, but it feels like you've now, the fish has given up, and you'll be able to reel it back in as the rest of you are kind of still on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
like there's still some sharks around.
Yeah, Yorman's just pulling it slowly out of the water until it eventually just surfaces. And then, guys, you reckon we should keep it?
I'm still underwater. I think.
Yeah, are you? So we're going to come out of combat here as the sharks are
okay.
also going to try and flee. But if you guys do want to try and make a finishing attack, like Carmilla and Atrax, who are still within range of that other shark, if you want to each get an attack as it tries to get away.
For me, it's fine.
the giants.
Nah, I'm gonna let it run away and
Yeah.
tell the sharks the story, so that
Yeah,
they know
exactly.
not to mess with us.
As
So-
the three on the ship will have killed the one that was on deck, thrown it
I was-
overboard.
I was gonna say, I like the fact that one of the last sharks alive was one that got beached on our boat on round 2.
Yeah, the three, Mikil, Svenja, and Gorm have all been like kicking this thing to death, trying to avoid it biting the legs off. As
And in the
the-
background,
and then the giant is now holding he literally dropped it to 1 hit point. So it's like the ship, the shark is like, it looks like it's just been caught as he's trying to feed it to Shepard. And yeah, that brings us out of combat.
Yep. I feel like should we anchor and like kind of like salvage the stuff from this creature?
well, I was thinking, like, if we're gonna keep it, I have it on a harpoon. I'm just gonna tie it to the back of the ship, and then we can just see what's up when we dock. Or just stop for a second.
Or maybe the giant can hold on to the harpoon and pull on it while the ship is going. Instead of the ship pulling on it, the giant should pull on it.
Well, see, the giant's on the ship, so the physics won't change anyway. You're just giving the giant more work.
Oh, okay. But still, it won't damage the ship if it's like tied on the ship.
I mean, it won't damage it anyway, as long as we, keep mind of our speed. Don't stop immediately, so it then crashes into us.
I mean, in my mind, sure, we can try to get a quicker stop and maybe, like Onyx said, salvage some of it. And yeah, but I think it's too big and too large to carry around for long.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna. I was just thinking we could salvage its shit once we get to the arch or anywhere
Yeah.
on land.
That would
But
work.
for now, just
Yeah. Okay.
Yorman's just gonna get a nice like tail ornament going for the ship. A tail ornament about as big as the ship.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not quite as big as your ship, but there is a lot there to harvest. If you guys would, because I think we probably, I don't want to move on to the next area with the others missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you guys want to try and harvest it now, you can all make survival checks to try and
Okay.
Okay.
that.
All of us.
Nice. Okay, not so nice.
Okay. Come on. So I got a good roll. Let's see. Oh no! That's bad.
That's fine. That's better than mine. At least on the die. Okay, that's bad.
I feel like we should give a fair shake to the others. I feel like Gorm and Mikkel specifically might want something out of this.
Yeah, they would know what to do with it. But you can tell that you guys there, between mostly Carmilla and Atrax, you managed to, most of the stuff around Onyx is destroyed and not worth much. It's turned it to sand. But you guys will find some coral inlaid scales. You'll find the toxic barb that is on its tail that yeah, you should be able to see these things in the quest log. But some of the coral that is growing on this thing is very, once it's treated, can be used as components for enchanting. For yeah, Mikil will definitely be interested in that because you use it to make coral weapons, all kinds of things. And you also find its ink glands that you will be able to use to make magical scrolls
Mm.
or magical tattoos, I
Oh.
guess.
Ooh.
Yep. And
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, I will add those in the loot at some point, but I don't have them all prepared, but you can see them in the completed quest.
okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yep. And while waiting, Onyx is going to use his hand of healing on himself. Up to 7 healing and another hand of healing. Okay, damn, another 7 dang. So 14 total.
Mm.
Hit points restored.
How much HP did you have before the hand of healing?
Oh, 14, 25
Oh.
out of 59.
Oh, yeah, it hit you pretty well.
Yeah, but that should be fine.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I think maybe you 3 are the only ones that got damaged.
Yeah, it was Onyx, and
Actually, it was only Onyx and Alex.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I took just a bit of damage, like since the resistance helps so much.
Yeah, and yeah, and I also have a rage ability too. I just haven't used it yet.
Uh-huh. Multi-classing.
Has Rage, didn't use it.
Yeah,
I
well,
have
I used the
never
bonus
met
action.
someone-
Yeah, I used the bonus action to jump on the creature and use it to kill it with the other actions.
I think that's what's surprising in hindsight. I just feel like Rage is one of those things like Shield of Faith. It is the first thing anyone does.
No.
Yeah. Plus, not only that, but I have a limited use because I'm level 1. I have only 2 uses, while
Uh,
Atrax has like 4 or 5 uses.
Or
I mean, it's better than nothing. And besides, we're on the ship. We're definitely gonna get a long rest before tomorrow. Before we get to land.
Yeah.
Does it come back on short rest?
Yes, the monk points, yes. But the rage, no.
Well, as you guys do sail on a bit further and take some time to harvest the drake, you guys would be able to take a short rest out here.
okay.
Nice.
I would use it to heal myself a bit with hit dice. Where do I see the hit dice?
If you open your character sheet, go to your avatar, the bottom
I
left,
wonder.
the bed.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wonder
yeah,
how do I
yeah,
open my. Yeah, how do I open my character sheet on Foundry?
You can
Double
just
click
double
your
click.
token.
Yeah, double
Okay,
click
got
your
it.
token, or you can press E, and it opens up a little menu on the left. And if you click your name, it should also open.
You can also
Yeah,
just press C.
Yeah, I see the short rest stuff.
Nice. I think someone else can tell you how to conveniently roll all of them in one go. I still don't know how to do it. I just keep rolling 6 times individually.
Yep, and
I
then
only
with
rolled
the
one. Some reason. Yeah, I roll again just to get to full HP. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I wonder how long have you been traveling on the boat?
It is about midday now. You guys left at about 7, 8 in the morning.
Ah,
For
okay.
half a day.
Yeah, you've got another half a day's travel ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Ah,
did-
okay, then. Yeah, then Pao isn't gonna waste all his key points, and he's gonna use, or rather, his hit dice, and then he can use his key points for hand up healing to basically heal all the way up.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
What was the giant's name again? Hrothgar?
Jorund, I think.
Jorund, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just at some
So-
point. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, did someone want to say something?
I don't know.
no.
Yormund will at some point just. I already forgot. He'll just ask the giant. Wait, Fenrir's Maw, you named it.
Not me. I'm more creative than that. But my kin, when we came, I mean, to be honest, none of us were that creative with names. It sounds better in giant. Really, all we added was Vic onto the end of Browder when we came to your place. We thought it would all be one grand city, but it seems 100 years was not long enough for that to happen.
Yormund will just switch into giant. Last time you were here was 100 years ago.
That's when I died here. I remember fighting dragons, but I haven't seen any just yet. I don't think that thing was a real dragon, was it?
Would I know if that was like what Drake are generally?
Yeah, in just general terms, I'm not sure what sort of meta knowledge you have, but yeah, you'd have a basic idea. But if you want to make a nature check to know about that specific creature, you can make one.
Yep.
Or if someone else wants to get involved here. I mean, they are speaking giant.
I'll say Yormund just said one thing in giant, then goes back to common just to sort of flex that he knows giant. But yeah, Yormund just I know that Drake are just lesser dragons basically, so
Wait, is this about dragons?
dragons and drakes. I know they're related. Not very close, but
Yeah, so the token actually betrays a little bit, but drakes don't usually have legs. I think that's part of it, or they don't usually have 4 legs. But
Yeah.
you know, Kigani dragons also like
Yeah. Like
you'll
drakes
see
have
it's only
their
got the rear.
like wings attached to their arms, while dragons do not. Their wings are attached on their back.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
okay. So yeah, Jormund will just say, not quite. Where are you from, originally? Still, brother?
He looks at you like after your flex of knowing giant, he looks at you a little bit disappointed because where do you think I'm from?
I know.
He laughs. He looks out at the icebergs. He says, I am from the great land of Jotunheim, or as we call it, the Stormerian Protectorate. Though I can't say I know much about what the world calls things anymore. Hopefully it hasn't changed too much. If Browder is still there, then perhaps there's hope.
Hmm. But it's a big place. Surely you have villages, cities, even.
Oh yes, in Jotunheim there are many places. But a long time ago, this land of Mordia, as you call it, it was a battleground for dragons and giants. We drove each other off when the small folk began to ask for our help, but not everyone was so keen. I've always had a soft spot for your kind, though, so we helped to push the dragons back all the way to Dragonstone and found Browdevik. At least, I think that's what happened. After I died, it is you that would know the history.
My father met a lot of giants. He was a traveling merchant. I wonder if you might have heard of him, Halgan Yorman.
Oh, I think I met the man at the feast. But no, I did not know him before. Though it gives me hope if he is trading with giants that perhaps some of my kin still remain in these lands.
There are definitely a few giants around. More or less, I don't know, but there are a good few of them left. I'm trying to find some, actually. He just kind of mutters the end of that.
Oh? He kind of he seems intrigued to know more, but doesn't really want to pry. Though you are on the longship, I mean, are you? Is anyone else sort of getting involved in this conversation?
No.
Wonder who's just sitting behind us watching, like listening.
Laughing at German's lack of knowledge of dragons.
Fuck you.
19 versus 9. 19 wins by 10, which means it's a crit success.
Oh.
Shit, Boom, when did you come back?
Literally like 3 minutes ago.
Okay, good. I was suddenly like, we haven't been ignoring you for a while. I thought, okay. You missed a bit of a battle, but
We've had this
the
epic
ship is
fight.
full of
Yeah.
blood.
You fought sharks? You killed the sharks?
Coral dragon.
Also a drake. Again. I think this is our second time killing a drake.
Yeah, a shark was flung onto the deck of the ship, and you, Svenja, and Mikkel sort of had to deal with it. That's how we explained where you were, but you can, if you're on the maps, you should be able to see the creature that
Yep.
they were fighting.
Brutally just punting it to death.
I assume that harvesting it is a bit problematic.
Oh,
They
With
we
it
have already
sinking.
harvested it, actually.
Oh, okay.
They managed to pull it
Yeah.
up to the ship, and everyone has taken a short rest if you need one. As you guys continued on, they took some time to harvest it and got a bunch of coral items that you should be able to see in the completed quest list. It's on the Coral Dragon quest.
There's a quest called Coral Dragon.
Yeah, the Coral Drake
Oh,
ambush
the
is
ambush,
under
yeah.
completed.
Is it always there? No, it just popped up.
And no, I added it when we
Yeah.
started the encounter. Yeah, I've actually started making quests, but I didn't have time to put the rewards in properly. So you can just see them in the description. But it was well fought, and I think this is where we're going to wrap up the session as you guys are making your way close to your first waypoint.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, your voyage expedition is fully underway. I think we got a nice show off from the new characters today. That's a good one.
Yep. Yep. Like Atrax using his wing boots and Onyx using his ring of jumping. Like he can like Samurai Jack jump good. Jump good.
I'm
Yep.
just. I'm happy to have some Marshall versus Caster balance restored.
Yeah. No, but thank you for the session again. It was